Welcome, I'm John Kinniston, one of the Active Schools coordinators. I know a number of schools in Glasgow really enjoyed our virtual Great Scottish Schools Run, where we encourage classes to run from Mulgai to Fort William, 96 miles on the virtual West Highland Way. And we had a number of classes that made it, and not just that, but carried on. Now, once we'd finished, a few people asked us whether we could do another one or whether there was another opportunity to do a similar thing. Well, this video is to let you know that there is another opportunity to do a virtual run in December. One is not organised by PEPASS and Active Schools, but is organised by a group called the Lakeland 100. The Lakeland 100 and Lakeland 50 are races in the summer in July. And the Lakeland 100 goes from Coniston all the way around the Lake District and back again, a total of 105 miles. And the Lakeland 50 starts at Dalmain and finishes at Coniston. I've done the Lakeland 100 twice, and it's a great event and a great route and really well organised. This year, obviously, because of the ongoing situation, the race wasn't run and there was a virtual race. And the organisers have decided to do another one at Christmas with a real emphasis on trying to encourage schools to take part. So basically, I'm going to show you now just a short video that Mark Laithwaite, who's the race director, has put out just to explain all about it. Now, just to let you know, it's very similar to what we did with the Great Scottish Schools Run. There'll be a website, there'll be a sign-in process. You can do it as a whole school, you can do it as a class, and it's very similar. No cost involved, so it might be something that you would like to do. So Mark speaks for about 7 or 8 minutes, and he explains how it all works, and I'll give you the links to the website as well. So if you're interested, then watch this next bit and Mark's going to explain all about how it works.
Just a short video to tell you about a virtual event that we're organising this December. It runs from December the 10th through to December the 22nd, and it's called the Lakeland Lapland Festive Virtual Ultra. The event is going to run 140 miles in 12 days, and there is a shorter route where you only run 80 miles in 12 days. And it runs from the capital of Lapland to the village where Santa lives, and that's your 140 mile journey. Now, I'm here specifically to tell you about the free entry for primary schools and for secondary schools. So you can enter your school for free, and between the 10th and the 22nd, the school collectively have to run 140 miles from the capital of Lapland to the village where Santa lives. Now, you can register in different ways. It's free to register for any school, but you can register in different ways. You would need the head or the PE teacher, they'd be responsible, and they'd be the person placing the registration. And then depending on the size of your school, that would dictate how you register. So for example, if you are a small school and you only have 70 children in your school, then to run 140 miles collectively, that means each of those 70 kids has to do 2 miles each. So you might register the school as a single entry. So that primary school is one single entry. And then over the space of between the 10th and the 22nd, and obviously we know that the schools will be breaking up before the 22nd, so you won't actually have 12 days. But from the 10th onwards, those 70 kids would have to run collectively 140 miles. So as an example, you might decide that you're going to do it over 4 days. And each child will run half a mile a day for 4 days. So that means that each child will run 2 miles in total, and 70 children, 2 miles each, 140 miles. If you're quite a big school, so if one of your year intakes is 60, 70, 80 children just in 1 year, then you might enter multiple entries. So you might enter year 1 as an entry, and year 2, and year 3, and year 4. So you could have multiple entries within your school. And then if you're somewhere in between, you could pair up year groups. So you could have year 1 and 2 as an entry. Year 3 and 4 collectively could be an entry. So you decide how you want to enter, and it'll largely be based on how many kids you've got in your school. But basically, however you enter it, the groups, the years, they've got to do 140 miles collectively as a school, as a year group, as a class. They've got to do 140 miles between the dates of the 10th and the 22nd. Okay, so, and there's some quite cool features as well. So when you enter, so everything's free, there's no catch here. But when you enter, before the event, you'll be able to download event numbers. So if the kids are running around the school field, you can put the numbers on so they feel like they're part of an event. You'll be able to download certificates afterwards, and you've completed the distance, certificate for the school and certificates for the kids, so they can take those home. And there is, it's themed, so there is a story of the fox and the reindeer, a Christmas story. And the fox and the reindeer make this journey of 140 miles to get to Santa's house. So you can download the story. It's a really nice festive story to read to the kids. And it also adds some context to why they're doing this 140-mile journey across Lapland. On top of that, with the story, if the kids then want to do some artwork, if they want to do some paintings for the fox and the reindeer, you can send them to us. We'll share them on our Facebook page and publish all of their work. So there's quite a lot of festive stuff to get involved with. We're doing a toy collection for the Northwest. You might not be in the Northwest with virtual events. We've got a wide reach. So you can get involved in our toy collection, or maybe you want to do your own toy collection and just follow that theme, or donate to the local food banks. But there's a lot of festive stuff, a lot of activities that kids can get involved with, and it will build leading up to this point where they have to complete this 140 miles. The other nice thing is as well is just the graphics on it. So with the website that we're using, when you place an entry, you log in, and whether it's the head or the PE teacher would have to be responsible for that entry. So if you enter your school, so if we go back to that example, if you've got 70 kids in a school and you enter that school, when we get to the 10th of December, there's a really nice graphic. It's a map, a virtual map, and you will be an icon on that map moving across Lapland. And you've got to get to Santa, and when you reach Santa, it will say that you're complete. Congratulations, you can download your certificates. So I'll give you an example of how this could work. If you're at primary school, you could get nursery and reception to do some to run a few laps of the field on Monday. The teacher at the end of that day would then upload to the website how far nursery and reception ran. And in the next day in assembly, you can bring up the map of Lapland, and it will show you how far you've moved across that lap, across the map. Sorry. Then on Tuesday, maybe year 1 and year 2 could run together. And if year 1 and year 2 run on Tuesday, and then the teacher at the end of Tuesday can upload how far those kids ran. And then on Wednesday morning in assembly, you'll have moved even further across the map towards Santa's house. And then on Wednesday, you get year 3 and 4 to run it, and so on. So you can use it as a really nice visual. That's today we got this far, and then the next day you got this far, and you can use the map to show the kids. And that's all on the website. So basically, you just put your laptop up, plug your laptop in and use a projector, and you can show them the map each day to show them the progress they're making. Okay. And now, of course, if you're quite a large school, you might just nail it in one single day. If you've got 140 kids and you're over a mile each, then that's it. It's done. And it's all boxed off in one day. But that's entirely up to you. There's a lot of festive stuff going on. They can use the map's really interactive. So, we're really going to build it up, and it'll be a really, really nice festive atmosphere. So, I think I've already said this, but it's free to all primary schools and also to secondary schools who want to take part. So, to find out more, you need to go to our website. It's organised by the Lakeland 100. So, you go to Lakeland 100, and 100 is numbers. So, it's lakeland100.com. And on our homepage, you'll see the most recent post there is a free entry to schools to the Lakeland Lapland Virtual Festive Ultra. So please give us a share. What we want to do is get as many kids involved as possible, have as many kids taking part in this, because it's, the whole healthy minds, healthy body thing, and that's what we're really trying to promote here. So if you know any teachers, share it with them. If your kids are at school, then, just go and speak to the teachers and say, why don't we get involved with this? We'd really appreciate if you would spread the word for us.
I hope that makes sense to you. And if you do want to take part, then email Mark on the address here. And also, if you could copy me in, then I'll be able to see that you're involved as well. Just want to emphasize again that this is not something that we are organizing and involved in. It's something that is being put on by the Lakeland 100, but we wanted to give you the opportunity to take part, as I know a number of classes really enjoyed the virtual run that we did, and this is an opportunity to do something very similar. So I hope you take part, and if you do, I look forward to seeing how you get on.